Hello world, hello everybody. I guess this is the day for casual videos and, things that got on my mind. That's what my channel's mostly for. Anyway, now that somber stuff. And it is a grim video. You don't know because I'm on my Facebook page, right? Telling people, man, that's it for people. I can't stand it, this and that, and blah, blah, and all that. And I feel like this, a little bit of a pity party. But I do have some righteous indignation connected to this. And what it is this morning I saw on the TV, Mom watches TV a lot, this and that, and I walk out on some things. New York is going to employ, or considering employing RoboCops that run around and do this and that thing, and I've seen it before about 6-8 years ago. I like, oh, look at that, that's kind of crazy, right? On the Facebook page, something, I can't remember where I saw it. Anyway, right, when I did see it at that time, it was a public stock offering or whatever they call that, right, where anybody, hey, this is a new startup, throw some money at us and we'll get going. And you get stocks. I'm not that versed, but I'm kind of hep to the scene. And it was like 49 cents, something, a dime a share, something nutty. And I'm like, RoboCop. And I was like, I'll bet, yeah. Who hasn't seen the TV shows? So, oh man, excuse me. I was shouting over the rooftops, oh, come on, man, something, organize something, say, mom, my brothers, people with things, that could, well, why not, 10 cents a share? I think it was 49, don't remember. Anyway, then I see the mayor of New York considering employing these robots. And they're on the private sector, right, in the malls and things, and they wander around and watch, right. And now the city's taking it, and I'm like, and then people say, oh, that'll be stupid. I don't care, as long as we sell them. Once they go out the door, I don't care. I do, you know what I mean, but, they're sold, I made my money, that kind of thing. And you would make, oh man, and I'm like, man, this is it. And maybe it might not have made me a billionaire or like what I've been saying to these people because I'm really mad. But I'd have made substantial sums, right? Nobody listened. Nobody listens. And that, to me, then or ever. And the thing is, right, that was only a little part because I've been like way back when Debbie and I got back from the Army. My brother and I were talking with his significant other. I say, hey, you know what, man? This was all this new burgeoning media, electronics, and all this stuff was just getting going. It was in '86 that I got back to the States. So, whoa, man, you can imagine okay. And I said, we need to get a troupe of actors together and read books onto tapes, right, for people to listen, because it had cassette. The CD was coming out, right? And you're silly. Guess what? Yeah, everyone sees them at every truck stop. Okay, that's just another example of some of the others, that I've said, of ideas. And this goes into this. Now I got another 10-minute video. Nobody's going to watch them anyway. I sit here and I say, here in a couple of years, 18 months, this and this and that is going to happen. We better get going and get with the program. Blah, blah, right? Guess what happens 2 years later, 18 months later, a year later? For a couple of decades now I've been doing this. Sure enough, it always happens. Now, 80% of this, it's not that, some magic dust gets upon me, I take my hat off and receive things, No, you know what it is? I pay attention to this here computer and news, all the news, everything. I suck in everything. right? And, I pay attention. I'm on the ball. And, and I say, oh, look at that. Now I'm telling you what, extra 6 months, blah, blah. 6 months later, I'm running 96.7% success rate. Yeah, right? Just because I'm doing what I do, number one. And there is some that is like, they're like, there are a few of those, I'll tell you. And that's all I'm going to tell you. But every time I look, okay, about 2 years, better be ready for this. About 2 years, and then that 2 years goes. Boom, happens. Then I say, now look, now in here 2 years, this is going to happen. Boom, it happens. Excuse me, talking a lot. So, nobody ever listens. And what keyed me off was the RoboCop thing, because I like, I saw that, and I just, I had a meltdown a bit, because all these things, like Market Watch, I think I was on way back. I was watching gold when Debbie was alive, and I mean to tell you what, I was on the ball. I've had that market down to the ground. That and some of the stock market, and Ford was involved just before the failure, 2009, 876, right? Man, I was pegging that gold market. Every time I said what I said it was going to do, it did. Right? And then I tried too hard. I looked in like, I can do this. And my magic went away. And then I took a shit. Right? That's how I know that, oh no, something just, if I can just sit and if I just go brainless, boom, boom. Right, talking too much. And man, allergy, we're just dying here. Oh my God, it's like disaster. Let the super bloom. And listen to me, I can barely motivate. It's real bad. I even said that. I said, oh man, it's going to be super. It's going to be on. Boom. But, kind of a given. I won't take credit for that. But anyway, and inevitably, they just blow it off. Oh, whatever, it's a jerk thing. Boom. So the RoboCop thing, if New York does that, you know what that's going to do for that company that I would have had stock in? And I just lost it right there. It was a trigger, not a subject. There it is. 8 minutes of your life. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye. And here's a classic example. Know this, learn this, live this. Race fast or die in pain. Pain. Dying. All right. Live by your wits, not by your worries. Peace. Bye. La la la. Bink.